lot of times I'm asked to do tub to shower conversion, and specifically lately I've been asked to do a lot of tub to shower conversion with a shower that's curbless, so that I guess for whatever purposes people have, convalescent, parents living at home, or wheelchair access type of thing. So doing a tub to shower conversion is nearly impossible. Just to let you know, you have a concrete slab, it's not going to happen. Well, it will happen, but at a price. When they're building a hospice, when they're building a nursing home, a convalescent home, and they already know that there's going to be an ADA type of shower going on, then they specifically build either the foundation itself and slope it intentionally to the back wall, which is usually the case, or they can slope it in both directions. It doesn't really matter, but in the end, that's what they're doing when they're pouring the slab. You can't do that. You can't come back on a slab and somehow, you know, get your slope on. It's not going to happen. So what you have to do is actually cut out that whole area of that concrete. Once that's cut out and jackhammered out and everything, then you can slope your concrete to, you know, wherever direction you want. So that's the problem you run into with concrete slabs. On a wood beam floor type of construction like this is, I think these are 2x10s, and 2x10s are optimal. I think some of them are 2x8s, some are 2x12, and that would be great. Don't see that very often. This case is a 2x10 construction, and the joists are running this direction. So there's going to be there's probably going to be one, two. Sometimes they put one on the back, sometimes they don't, where the plywood lays on. Sometimes there's not one on the back, but either which way, there might be two of these floor joists that are cut into about 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches max. So you got a 2x10 that you've taken 2 inches off. 2x10s are typically 1/2 inch shy of their measurement, so it would be 1.5 inches by what, 9.5. So you end up with 7.5 of your floor joist left. But that doesn't really matter, because by the time you shore up, you're doing a sistering effect of these floor joists that you're not going to see, and they go back in that direction. Anyway, I don't want to get into that process, but I'm just letting you know there's not all the what do you call it? You're not deteriorating the structure of your house, in other words, by doing one of these, but some people freak out about it. Then the plywood goes in and sets on top of that, your drain happens and all that stuff, and then basically it's just like any other shower that you build with regard to pouring the pan and all that other stuff. A lineal drain is ideal, because that way all your tile kind of just, you know, smoothly goes up to the back of it, and hopefully you have a mosaic that goes on your floor. That makes it easier to do that transition down to the lineal drain. But I've done them before where the drain is either center or the drain is on the left or the right. So it's all possible. It's just at what cost and how much labor it's going to be. Anyway, getting to this is what I call plastic shower enclosure, plastic tub combo. They're fiberglass. I can't stand them. I'm usually taking these out. I'm doing a tub shower conversion, and I like the end result a lot better than obviously what this is, and a lot of people do. I think in this case he's wanted me to do a tub shower conversion with a curbless shower, in which case I'm going to have to do that, which I just got through saying, and there are two of them. So the problem I'm going to run into without consultating at all about the process and how it's going to look. I don't know how it's going to look. I don't know what type of tile is going to be on here. I don't even know if I'm taking out this floor tile. Ideally this floor tile would go, because trying to match this and trying to transition into the shower is going to be virtually impossible with this terracotta type of tile, which is not really terracotta in reality, but it also steps over to the transition point of the hallway. So you have two different types of tile with the transition here, and so there's some issues going on here I'm going to have to contend with. But ideally all this flooring would go out and we'd start over again, maybe with a large floor mat tile and then a smaller mosaic going inside of the shower. But inevitably there are some design things that I normally do that I'm not going to be able to do here, and I'm going to explain that. On this back wall I'm usually doing like a 30-inch niche, so I go into that center stud, get rid of that part, and then I have a 12 by, at the end it's about 28 inches, 29 inches going across by 12. But there's a shower just like this on the other side of this wall. So I can't do a double niche. I could do maybe one offset over on the right side and on the left side on the other bathroom, but that would look kind of silly. So what I'll probably end up doing is putting a smaller niche on this back wall and then a smaller niche on the back wall on the other side. And that's about it. What else? Oh, the more room you have for a curbless shower, the better it is. On curbless showers, you're supposed to have an outside drain, just in case the shower backs up. It's going to usually be around the toilet area for two purposes: if the toilet overflows, but also if your shower ever backs up, that you have a drain close by. So the exterior drain, nobody has said, yes, I want to do one of those, but ideally it would be sitting there or over there, kind of out of the way. I've seen them different places, but that's the best spot for it if you're going to do a curbless shower. The toilet itself has to be, by code anyway, 16 inches center from the nearest point. So if your glass door is going to be here, for example, it has to be within 16 inches of center, and this looks like probably about 20. Best guess is about 20-22 inches. So this tub edge, which would otherwise be a curve of a shower, well, now I could probably get it out, the curve of the shower, out to about here, because inevitably glass will be offset, or even if it's centered, I'll still have my 16 inches. That's what code is. Now, I've done toilets that are closer to a solid surface meaning either your vanity or your glass door. And so you can still get in there, it's still accessible, but obviously for ADA purposes you wouldn't want to do that. You wouldn't want to change the configuration. But I have on occasion brought the toilet drain over a couple of inches to get a couple, say another foot, lineal foot, so that by the end you have about an extra 4 square feet, maybe 5 square feet at best, of your tub, because inevitably, even when I do a curbless shower, you're relegated to about 32 inches. Now you're going to get rid of this portion and you're going to get rid of the thickness over there, so that matters, but about 32 inches is what I'm going to get by 5. And so that's it. That's the explanation of how to do a curbless shower, and specifically a tub to shower conversion. But I thought that I would kind of give you an idea, and I'm going to show you the other bathroom because it's an exact replication and they're back to back to each other. And so both of these potentially are going to be definitely a tub to shower conversion, but possibly also curbless showers. And I've got the same conundrum here with the same type of tile, with the same type of border, with the same type of hallway tile. So when I run into something like this, it kind of throws me, because it's like, what do I do here? But I defer to my customer on that. I will show the conversion of both of these different stages, things that you might want to know. In fact, on this video, if there are specific things you want to know about this build process, put it in the comment section, then you will see the answers to your questions. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, then subscribe. Hit that button and subscribe. I make nothing off of YouTube, so please be a Patreon member. I'm going to post a link down below to my Patreon account, and you can donate $1, $5, $10, $20 a month. Just pledge that on a monthly basis. That will help me produce more videos and content so that you can watch and learn from my channel. And donate at least $50 if you're going to call. If you're going to call for advice, donate to my PayPal, please. Donate first, and then feel free to call me or email me for advice. Otherwise, business calls only, please.